Hello, and welcome to GypsyStarSeed. It has been a while since I've done any readings or anything spirit related for the world, in that matter. Went back to the dark side, if you will, for a little bit and just had to retrace my steps. And I'm sure more than a few people have been there where, you think that you've reached that level of enlightenment where you're not going to go through those types of pain, and then the pain hits, and of course you think you're prepared and you're not prepared, and however you need whoever's watching this to deal with that pain when it hits, it's okay. That's a valid way to do it. Whatever that may be, you know. Hopefully you're not out there like killing people, but in regards to like crying or being upset or breaking up with someone or ending a friendship or walking away from a job, that's all normal behavior when someone goes through incredible change, incredible pain, incredible trauma. And I think that people like to skip that and they don't want to talk about it. And I think that the way I've been humbled was incredibly inspiring to that other side of me that just wants to help people but had lost sight of that. I was easily easily excited, easily, I don't know what it would be, easily fell into ego. But the last year, that year that I dealt with, that I'm still healing from the traumas and the pain, it pushed out a side of me I didn't realize existed. And for a while, I lost my zest for life. I lost my care to wake up in the morning. I was sleeping all day, hoping to just sleep all night. I've learned early on to stay away from things that were painful for me in a way that would cause more problems. Drinking. I was blessed to never get into drugs. I guess you could say I was too preoccupied with my looks to worry about something like that. But I'm not negating the ease of stepping into something like that. So whomever is watching this, whatever path you may be in your life, I hope that you're not too hard on yourself. And I mean that. Because time and time again, we have the ability to forgive everyone around us and to make excuses for everyone around us. What they did was necessary. What they did was right. I was in the wrong. We have the ability to talk down to ourselves, so much so that talking down to another person that may deserve that, and not talking down to them, but standing up for yourself, setting a boundary makes you feel like a bad person. I just want to remind you that you're not a bad person for setting boundaries. And those boundaries are what are going to keep you safe and happy and healthy. Okay, I am done talking your ear off about just wild things. I'm just cleaned my family's house and found this. I said, we're going to use that for readings. It's beautiful. So I'm just going to pull some cards today and let the messages come through. I have set the intent that I am simply the conduit. So I hope that for your sake you get messages that will help find truths for you where there may not have been any truth to start with, or there was a lack of clarification. I hope that you find clarification. All right. I ask my guides, my galactic guardians, my angels, my archangels, my ascended masters, and my ancestors, please help me to set my ego aside so that I can give the collective the message that is in their highest good today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Perception is an incredible thing. It allows for us to move through depths of life that we would normally not be able to move through. Perception allows us to connect where we would normally not be able to connect. Perception allows us to adapt where we would not normally be able to adapt. Perception can begin to hinder us when our ability to adapt and connect are blocked, when the only perception you have is the perception of pain. When the heart chakra is blocked, the ability to discern what is correct for you or what is not totally aligning, the ability to perceive that with the correct discernment is completely skewed. And there's like this carnal need that I'm feeling to get to the bottom of it. It's not that you want to know it all, but there's a need to see so that you can make the choices. But the problem with that is that you're blocked with your heart. Your heart chakra is blocked. And what that's doing is it's causing a lack of discernment. Okay? This is your discernment card that was also reversed. It's causing a lack of discernment. And discernment is what allows your ability to view the world and people around you from a place of not just inner balance, but peace. Without allowing your heart to discern, but instead pushing your mind to discern, you run the risk of your ego taking hold. And where the ego at one point in time was protecting its inability to discern what's truly for you is causing a lapse in perception. So first off, reminding you that the pain allows for growth in whatever level that you're feeling it. Choosing to deliberately create using focused intent is only good when that focused intent is working towards what you want. Deliberately creating using focused intent with a negative mindset absolutely serves no purpose and will only bring you more of whatever it is you're trying not to manifest. I think I've said this quite a few times before, but I'll say it again. The universe is like a 3-year-old. It doesn't know that you don't want that big fat bill right at the end of the month with holidays. It doesn't know that. It only knows the vibration, vibration. Well, I don't know why I'm tripping over my words. Like I clicked over my tongue. It only knows the vibration of what it is you're holding on to So if there's pain and you're holding on to that pain and you're focused on that pain, that vibration is what you're using to deliberately create. And unfortunately, the vibrations that we put out are the only vibrations we can get back in, pulled to us, like a magnet. Remember magnets? Put two of them together and they flip them over and then push apart. You have to think about what it is that you want. And think of what it is you don't want. Seemingly, the want of something is much bigger than what you don't want. But the feeling of having this is so much easier for you to acquire within your body than it is for you to get the feeling of whatever it is you want. A lot of times when we're manifesting things, we don't know what it feels like to have it because we're trying to manifest it for the first time. Instead of feeling as if it's already there, you want to step into the character and the energy of and the version of who you are when you have it. And not so much what that thing or person or place or whatever that achievement goal might be, but what it is that you feel when you've become that version of self, that is gaining something like that is simple. And that is where the hold up on creation actually happens. It's because there's not enough visualization, but not just visualization, excitement of where you're going. Because when you're excited about where you're going, you can't stop thinking about it. That's all you can focus on. Not just, okay, how am I going to get there? Because when you have a car and you need to get to the store, you know that you can literally just grab the keys and go to the car and you're going to drive to the store. You don't need to think about, oh my God, how am I going to grab the keys? Things like that, because you have the keys, they're hanging up, you don't need to question it, you already know it, you have faith in it, it's a blatant truth. So you have to get into that feeling of the blatant truth of who you're trying to become. And right now, you're blocked. That's not going to happen while the heart chakra is blocked. While the heart chakra is being told no, you're wrong by your ego, who is run by the monkey mind. That's all I have. This was a little different from my other readings, but we'll go with it. I hope that you're well. And I hope that you're being honest with yourself, whatever that may mean for you. Remember that your body is a vehicle for your soul. That's why it's so important to drive yourselves well. Namaste.